Hello and welcome to another trailer reaction here on Push Your Glasses Up. I'm Mikey. We're doing Dune Part 2 today. I'm super excited about this. I really loved the last movie, and I love Denis movies in general. Particularly Blade Runner 2049 is my favorite of his work, which I think actually supersedes the original, which is crazy to say as classic as that movie is. But hey, if you enjoy these videos, please like them, subscribe to the channel, helps out a great deal around here. We do have the long form podcast videos, which you can also get on podcast feeds anywhere you choose. Let's check out this trailer.
This world is beyond cruelty. You've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades. My family's been fighting them for centuries. They were massacred alongside my father.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
Big Rebecca Ferguson year, folks. Mission Impossible, this.
Reload!
He said that.
I got that. Thanks.
I won't be fighting for him. I'm fighting for my people.
You young pup.
This pleases me.
There are signs. The prophet. Why is that a bad thing? Use it.
Because all my
God, it's just stunning to look. I'm like not saying anything about it because I'm just like,
You lose control.
because I gain
like just even visually, it like enraptures me so much.
Paul Atreides is still
Walking.
Deal with this prophet.
Show me who you are.
Austin Butler looking right out of Prometheus.
Father. Was a weak man. Look who's back from the dead.
Now do what must be done.
I think this movie is going to do a lot for the people who understandably were
I will love you as long as
not into the fact that the first movie was literally just like
Is how they enslave us.
a part, like a real a part
story.
of this story in general. I love it, but I can understand it feels like Act 1, so I think this one, as you can see, there's a lot going on in this. This feels like a more complete
Has the real control.
thing with the events that are going on. That is a cool shot. Okay, so I am, like I said, very excited about this, extremely interested in it. But I think that is the thing that can push this movie beyond the first one, because there were a lot of people that were let down with the first one who, you know, they didn't love not so much the pacing of it, because the pacing is fine, but the feeling that it was a bit incomplete, because it is essentially that Act 1 kind of setup where it's really just an escape for Paul. Like, it's just that portion. And so I fully get why people, you know, didn't feel fulfilled by the story of the first movie. But I adore the slow moving aspect of it. It is like, it's an epic as much as it's, you know, a sci-fi movie. It is a religious epic in reality, both in its setup and its direct derivative nature of pulling from specific religions. But yeah, am just super stoked to go back to this world, because this is what, whenever people say like, yeah, Game of Thrones feels like so rich with its culture within the world and stuff, I'm like, no, man, this has that for me. Like, Game of Thrones was just a fun fantasy, or fun, that's a bad way to put that, but like, it was just a fantasy story that had a lot of storylines to it, but it didn't feel to me as if like any of them were their own cultures. And this feels like a world where, or a universe like where humanity has gone forward, and there's just like, because it is technically set in our real life timeline, but it's just this thing where it feels like those thousands of years have gone on, right? It feels like these are cultures that have sprung out of humanity moving forward through time, and I am just so stoked to, the first Dune I watched at home because it was in that year of HBO Max. This is just sending stuff straight to HBO Max at the time, or WB sending stuff straight to HBO Max at the time, and now HBO Max technically doesn't exist. It's just Max now. We don't have to get into that aspect, but I'm so stoked to see this in like the full IMAX presentation, because I did not get that. It was just, it was at a time when I was not willing to be around crowds so much, but I do look forward to this so much. It is one of my most anticipated. Across the Spider-Verse was my number one most anticipated for the year, by far. Now that we are beyond that, beyond the Spider-Verse, this is far and away, I think, my number one most anticipated for the rest of the year, and it's just it's exciting. It's exciting to get this kind of huge, epic scale sci-fi thing back, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Hey, let me know what you think about the first movie and this one, Dune Part Dune. And until next time.